Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Natalie Allen. Well, we're very proud of our Grassroots Green feature here on Forecast Earth. After all, it's our chance to recognize, encourage, and champion everyday people who've come up with ideas to help make our lives a little better, a little greener. This one's a good example. A woman in Minnesota who has, well, pushed the envelope.
When I show people the envelope, it's kind of like a dove factor. Everybody goes, wow, this is really easy and it's going to work. I'm Ann D. Laverne, and I'm the founder and inventor of Eco Envelopes, reusable envelopes. There's 81 billion pieces of mail that are mailed every year. 60% of that 80 billion comes with a reply envelope. That's a lot of waste. I thought, well, this should be easy for people to reuse envelopes. So I decided to make some. Making the envelopes, I literally had to take them apart and put them back together again. And it's sort of a kitchen table story. I used my sewing machine to create perforations so that I could, tear off portions of the envelope. I would basically hand make them and send them to my friends and family.
And we'd get batches of them.
And now everybody's probably received about 10 or 15 mailings. So.
Unzip the little lock that opens the envelope and then answer a bunch of questions inside. Was it easy to open?
And they would send them back and they'd have notes and they would say, oh, great job, keep going. So they've been supportive through the whole process.
It's just so patently simple.
This is an eco envelope. You have the address in the address block, and that's in the window. You have the postage that's in the window, and then you have a facing identification mark, that's this film. It's generally on mail that comes back to you. I mean, it's very clear on how it works. You zip it open, you pop this little tab on this side, you take your statement out, open it up, you got a reply portion on your statement, tear that off, stick this in the window, there's a second glue strip, seal it up, just like that. Put your stamp on it. Send it back.
Anne is a passionate person, and that's what makes her successful in everything she does.
Never thought this was the turn my life was going to take. I knew I wanted to do something that was meaningful, both for me and for the planet. They just all came together at the same time with this envelope. We hope that when people get the envelopes that they enjoy using them as much as we've enjoyed making them.
Big news just last month for the Eco Envelope. The post office issued what it calls a national customer ruling approving the Eco Envelope for use in the U.S. mail. That's the first ever ruling of its kind for a reusable envelope. No reruns, however, in this week's Green Scene. More than 100 movies are opening at the annual Washington, D.C. Environmental Film Festival starting this coming Tuesday. Better still, most of the screenings are free.
But the spark of creation will flicker again.
A talking fish from Denmark, an elusive snow leopard in the Himalayas, and a polluting construction boom in China. These are just 3 of the 115 films playing in the 16th Annual Environmental Film Festival in Washington, D.C., which starts Tuesday.
The Environmental Film Festival here in Washington is definitely one of the best attended environmental film festivals in the world.
Annie Kaempfer is the executive director of the festival, and she says the great attendance, more than 22,000 people are expected this year, isn't just because of the price of admission.
The majority of our films are free.
It's because the films play in every corner of the city. 115 films in 47 locations, with as many as 9 playing each night.
It's a very unique way of organizing a festival. It does create some chaos trying to get our staff and volunteers and our printed programs to 47 locations, but we feel that it's really important because it allows our audience to be very diverse.
Among the movies expected to generate some excitement is The Lord God Bird. It's a National Geographic film about the ivory-billed woodpecker, a bird that may or may not be extinct.
The person most obsessed with the ivory bill that I know, I would have to say would be me.
2 IMAX movies are showing, including Grand Canyon Adventure, an exploration of the world's water crisis. And by coincidence, the festival's final day, March 22nd, happens to be UN World Water Day. Going with the flow, organizers have made that Saturday a tribute to water issues, with a steady stream of movies and panel discussions focused on clean drinking water, sanitation, and water use. The Environmental Film Festival runs from March 11th through March 22nd in Washington, D.C., at too many locations for us to mention. If you're looking for more information, you can read all about the programming at dcenvironmentalfilmfest.org. Now here to test your Eco IQ is Bill Nye with our climate quiz.
Hi, I'm Bill Nye, the Science Guy. It's time for the Weather Channel Climate Quiz. How many pieces of paper are thrown out in the average 4-person household every year?
Approximately 300.
10,000.
500? I'd say about 1,000.
About 1,200.
About 1 million.
The answer? Coming up next.